Okay, so we're back for one final installment here of reviewing these custom levels on Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2. This one, you can see there's some glass there and then a view out there on the city. This is meant to be set on Coruscant. A couple of towers on that city planet. And the main premise in developing this level was to make use of a skybox, which was a little bit of a more complicated endeavor for this game than some later games and game engines that came along. So as you look out the window here, there's another living quarters on this level. Different decorating style. There's the window again. You can see this is a different view of the city out there. And the way this works is you had to start with the level being one big box. And there were 6 sides, like you would expect, being inside a cube, and paste the 6 different views of that skybox on that cube, and then you had to build the rest of the level inside of that cube without changing the geometry or the texturing of that outside skybox. So as we wander around, you'll see there's a lot of windows, and the architecture tries to highlight, the fact that there's a pretty dramatic view out there. But then, this being my 3rd attempt at a level, it did become more sophisticated. So now we've got a pretty complex system of elevators, and of course working doors everywhere. There are a lot of characters and objects. And one thing you'll see here, these trees and lights and benches, they were all mostly or maybe entirely downloaded from other level makers, and so as the towers here were being developed, took a lot of cues from just what did other people already have created that I could make use of. Something else, those light fixtures on the top, on the ceiling. Anyway, so as we go through, some of these rooms were basically suggested by what was available to furnish them with. And some of the areas are not very well furnished. So this is kind of the main atrium of this building. If we go out here, there's sort of a sky deck level out here. So you can go all the way around the tower at this level and see the scenery on all sides. One thing that I never really liked was my towers didn't really fit in with the look of the rest of the city, so I think the concept was this is sort of a low-rent neighborhood in the middle of a much nicer part of town here. Everything else was a lot taller and, of course, covered in windows and bright lights, and this was a pretty plain tower. I mean, I did try to put some custom window textures on there to approximate it on the lower parts of the building, but not a great match for the surroundings. There's a little outdoor sitting area. So yeah, now we've crossed over into the other tower. There's an elevator bank here. That one on the right goes down, and the one on the left goes up. So we'll climb on there. See what's up on the roof. It's, of course, a landing pad. There's a ship up here idling. Let's see. Not much else going on up here. You can see a good view of the other tower and further down. So if we catch that elevator back down. So here's a ramp. Well, I don't remember exactly what I had in mind for this area, other than I think that piece in the middle is another big, I don't know if I textured that or if it's a big object that I plugged in there that somebody had built. I think it may be a big object that I have collected from somewhere. So obviously just some sort of industrial catwalk area. Kind of wind your way down here. And not much at the bottom, except there's a little access hatch on the far side, so we can climb into this ventilation shaft. And make our way down to the next level. Come out in sort of a storage room area. Some crates and things, and then if we wander down these stairs, we're kind of more in a inhabited area. There's through the door, and we're in the back of a little shop. So now we're in the shopping mall. Hey. This is like lightsabers and force powers in this store. Across the way, the ceiling fan. And across the way, we got this guy sells thermal detonators and sequencer charges. And then I saw this thing, and I didn't remember what it was. Some kind of shaft. And I don't know if there's another purpose for it, but I tried to... I guess I looked around for a second. And I tried to climb in here. See where this went. Turns out it's not actually that useful. Dumps you to the outside, and there you go. So now we're back in the first tower again. Now we're down to the top. Another landing pad up here, and this time we got the moldy crow idling up here. It's a nice ship. There's a couple elevators that lead up here. And a few ramps that lead down. So we kind of wind our way down through this building, starting from the top. So this first section here is kind of funny. There's a multi-level exercise gym type area. So you got a receptionist and a 2-1B. If you're low on health, here's a little locker room area. Ramp's a little close to that wall. It's some flawed architecture there, but you can make your way down to the next level. Like I said, this is all existing objects that other people have made, but exercise equipment, so it's turned into a gym. I'm not sure why she's so upset.
Please don't hurt me.
And then go down another level, and they've got a swimming pool. Got the diving board, and swim. Another level. That's the end of the gym. And now we're back where we started. The living quarters. We can catch this elevator back down to the atrium. So this was a very vertical level, which is not... I guess there. An asteroid. Anyway, we relied a lot on these elevators to get up and down. Kind of a rough fall. So let's see where else we can go here. So this one takes you back up to the landing pad on top. So the express elevator there. We've been there, we'll ride it back down. And this one goes up to the same spot. Which I think is really where we spawned just now. So let's check the other elevators out here. Or maybe we'll go back across the other tower. And take the down elevator this time. Which which will take us back to the mall. But now we're at the bottom of the shop, so you can wind your way up those ramps. Somebody's shooting at us. So go back up. We're still, it's a level below where we were. So we got a shop. Let's see, we have the shop up here with the detonators and the charges. Then if we come down, this little guy runs a shop with some more common weapons, rifles and ammo. And he's got a second floor here where you can get your real detonator. And then across the way, his neighbor. So batteries, shield packs, IR goggles. Sort of an electronics store. The next level down, we got this shop that has droids. They've got one in the window. A whole selection. Running around. And across the way, got a place to pick up some health. Another 2-1B and some health packs and some Bacta. And this was a kind of a fun little... This is the overlook, and then we'll get down to the bottom. But fun little area with some cool windows, similar to that other bigger atrium. That's a little smaller one. The Imperials have a storefront here too, where they run security. There's a landing pad outside. So these are kind of fun little script that I discovered when I was putting this level together that gives you some security camera views so you can look around the tower. Different vantage points with these little consoles. Good way to keep eyes on your opponents when you're playing multiplayer. So here's that landing pad between the buildings here. Now we're back in the other tower. It's sort of a dark entryway. We'll come back to that. A few more walkways below. So there's another better look at that atrium. And this was all this shading on the ground was all manually done. Not something this engine could do automatically, so I thought it turned out really well though. One of the better spaces, I'd say. Maybe not too exciting, but I like the architecture anyway. So now that we've seen that, take this ramp down. So here's the hangar bay. A speeder and a 2-man, and then there's a little walkway here you can jump out onto, connecting the buildings. So we go back in here, the lower level now, there's a sort of a little lobby, elevator leading up there. This connects down to some more living spaces, not very well furnished, but got some nice views anyway, so pretty Spartan. There's 2 of these in kind of similar style. This might have a few more furnishings. And down the other end of the hall, we got 2 more. These guys don't have the nice views, but they have this little veranda that connects them. So, different features. cross over to the other tower. Or not. Let's see. Let's see where this elevator goes. What I call it. Just on the head. Okay. There we go. And that should take us back up to the atrium. No, the mall. So the mall, you can either take the ramp down or the elevator. Trying to figure out where to go next. So across the landing pad. Okay, so here's this kind of dark lobby. It's got a few people wandering around in the dark. A couple of elevator options.
Hey!
And then you got kind of this bright Death Star interior section here. All lit up. And there's a few rooms around here. Need a light. Switch on that. There we go. So we got the battery. A few items. Just sort of a dark section, I guess. If you wanted to hide from someone, this is a good place to come. And here's another security section. So you can check out this building from various angles. Landing pad from the opposite side. There's another hangar bay we haven't seen yet. There's the atrium. The ramps we just came up. Their Arboretum, which we haven't seen yet. And this was going to be sort of a zoo area, but never quite finished it. A little dead end, and then we're back out. So we've seen the upper section, now we go down to the lower section. A few random rooms here. This one's got sort of a step-down lounge with a place to eat. Across the hall.
Set blasters on
Armory here, something. Get rid of those guys. So we head down to the next level. See what we see. A dark spot that then leads out to the bridge we were on earlier. And then there's an elevator here. We'll take that down. There's quite a ways. And here's the hangar bay that we were looking at. Mechanic on break there. Get him running around now. Some darker spaces down in this area. Places to hide. Gotta find the elevator back out here. Getting close to seeing everything, I think. Just wanted to find that Arboretum and Zoo. So, a couple more elevators here. This must be a long shaft. Yeah. So here we are back at the atrium. And if we check out that other elevator around the corner, see where he goes. That takes us up to the Arboretum. So now we got kind of this indoor-outdoor thing going on. Fake sky. Very convincing. Need to get a little water and some trees. There's some night light going on. So, if you come down here, this was, like I say, I think I intended this to be like an aquarium or a zoo. Got some kind of water, but no animals. I don't remember if that was because I ran out of object slots to put in the animals that could go in here, or if there were, must have been some reason that I forget now. So then we got this elevator that we haven't taken yet. Ride it up through the sky. At this point, I think we've seen pretty much everything. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to build. Being my third level, it's probably the most complex, even though I started with a pretty large project with that Disneyland recreation. But this was a lot of fun, a lot of details, and I really enjoyed how the skybox turned out. Thought it gave it a lot of atmosphere. One of the complaints I got was that it was too big to be really effective as a multiplayer level, because it was way too easy to get lost and never see anybody else. So, good on atmosphere, maybe poor for gameplay, but I like how it turned out anyway. And that's about it.